Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum and good morning to my students. How are you? Hope that this lecture will find you in best of your health. And today, what we are going to do is very interesting exercise. As you know that we are going through this book, and the chapter is collecting, organizing, and displaying data. And we are at the very start of the chapter today, nowadays. Already done exercise 4.1 and today it's done for 4.2. But to tell you that 4.2 exercise is not very important, so I'm going to skip that exercise. There are only 2 or 3 questions which we will cover the contents. In that exercise, I'll cover in the 4.3. So it is better to start from 4.3. We'll cover the same contents in 4.3. And the 4.3, exercise 4.3 is exercise 4.3. And we'll start from question number 1. Now let me read the question for you, because it is page number 79, and the question is: Sheldon did a survey to find out how many coins the student in his pocket had in this class had on them in their pockets or purses. These were the results. Now, Mr. Sheldon has done a survey, and what did he experimented is that there is a class. The area is now the class, only the class, one class. Yes, it is only one class. What he did, he just asked to Mr. X, Y, Mr. X, Mr. Y, Miss Z, that how many coins do you have in your pocket or your purse? Now, some said that I have 0 penny, some said one, some had two, some three, and so forth. So, what the results which he got were like this. Now, these are the results which he got from the students of his class. Now, you see, my students, that from 0, the maximum of 8 coins are there with each student. Now, how many students are there? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 30 students in that class, and some of have 0 coins in their pockets or purses. Some have 1, some have 2, some have 3, some 4, some 5, some 6, 7, and some 8. Now, the minimum number is 0, the maximum is 8. Now, you see, now this is a primary data now. What is it? This is a primary data. And now what we have to do is we have to organize the data. The basic concept of this exercise is to organize the data. Now, how will we organize this data now? Now the question is, copy this frequency table and use it to organize Sheldon data. Now, what is the table he has given to us is, let me draw the table first. Now, my dear students, you see that in fact in your book only 2 rows are given. Now, to cover the exercise 4.2, I have drawn 3 rows out of it to cover the exercise which we left now. Now, it is the number of coins, okay, and in your book frequency is written over here, but I have just left this row and frequency, and I brought this frequency in this row. And in this row, what I am going to do is tally marks. Now this is what we were told in exercise 4.2. Now this is the only thing which is told in exercise 4.2. Now how many coins are there? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now just write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now you can extend this table downwards, or you can make this table like this. You can change the column into rows and rows into columns. This is up to your own will. But since this was given like this, so I have repeated it like this. Now, how many uh, coins there are? 0, 1. Just put 1 over here. Now this is a tally mark. This is not 1. It is done. Now this one, 1 again. This one, 1 again. This one, 1 again. And for the 5th, you have to cross all the 4. Now it does mean that you have counted 5 zeros. You have counted how many zeros? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. You have counted 5 zeros. Okay. Now for 5 zeros, what you will do, that you will just cross 4 lines in this fashion. It means that 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5th is this. And it is a bundle of 5 now. It is a bundle of 5, and next you will write once again. And if it appears 5 times again, then you will have to do it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now since it is not more than 1 now, so it will write. Now it is very easy to count it. 5, 1, 6. Now for 1, just tally mark 1, tally mark 2, or there are only 2. For 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay. For 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you see that how the bundles are being formed. These are called tally marks. You'll cross 4 with the 5th one. These are completed. Now 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now these are only 4, 5, 1, 2. Only 2. Check it once again. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all. 7, 1, only 1. 8, only 1. Now you see that we have drawn the tally marks. Now this refers to exercise 4.3. This does not relate to exercise. This relates to 4.3. This does not relate to 4.3. The only two things which are asked and given are number of coins and frequency. Now you can easily write the frequency from these tally marks. Now you see that the bundle, when the bundle is complete, it means 5 plus 1 6. Then if it is not complete, right, just count them. Now it is again complete, it is again complete. 4 2 4 1 and 1. Now you see that the frequency table has been completed. Now this is called the frequency table. You can extend this frequency table downwards, as I told you. How? If you want to know the cumulative frequency. If you want to know the cumulative frequency, let me do the cumulative frequency for this particular example. Now the first is 6, second is 8, 8 plus 5 13, 13 plus 5 18, 18 4 22, 24, 28, 29 and 30. And what I told you that there are 30 observations. You see that the answer is the answer of cumulative frequency is 30. And you can find the cumulative frequency at any instant now. Yes, you can do it like this. Now this is extended table now. But only two things are asked in your question, that is number 1 and that is number 3. Only these two things are asked. These two, now this relates to exercise 4.2 and this I have told you just for example. Now, part B. Now this was, my dear students, question number 1, part A. Only these two rows, this and this. Now, this was the part A. What is the part B? Now, part B states what is the highest number of coins that any person had on them. Now, highest number of coins. So, my dear students, you see that these are the number of coins, and the, the part B says that what the highest number of coins that any person had on them. Now, of course, this is the 8 coins because they don't have any coin. These have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the highest number is 8. And unluckily, only one student have 8 coins in his pocket. So this is the highest number. So the part B says 8 only. How many people had only one coin on them? One coin on them. Now one coin frequency is 2. Now this is question number C for the same A, B, C, and answer is 2. Now the frequency is asked over here that how many students have one coin. There are 2 students which have one coin each. So this question is done, and the last question, no, there are 2 more parts. What is the most common number of coins that people had on them? Most common number. The most common number is this 5. Now there are 2 answers. There will be 2 answers for D. Now this is 5, 2 and 3. Most common number, you may write it as 5. This is most common number is 5. Now what is part D? Part D says that what is the most common number of coins that people had on them. In fact, it is, you see that there are 5 people which had 2 coins and 5 people with 3 coins. And since it is 5 in common, so maybe your book has done it none, because there are 2, and if it was like 7 or 8 or something like that for only one, it would have been that number. Okay, now the thing which I told you earlier than it was asked is the cumulative frequency. The E part of the same question says that how many people did Sheldon survey together? How many people the Sheldon survey together? How could you show this on the frequency table? Now, how could you show this on the frequency table is very simple. Just I told you. Just I told you. Now, how could I display it on the table? Now, it is very easy to display it on the table. Now, we'll just extend the table as I told you that we can extend the table, and we'll write it cumulative frequency. Cumulative frequency, additive method. Now the first one will remain as it is. The first one will remain as it is. First plus second, you have to plus this. Plus 6 plus 2, 8, 8 plus 5, 13, 13 plus 18, 22, 24, 28, 29 and 30. So this is the answer for part number E. This is part number E of the same question. Now question number 2. Penny works as a waitress in a fast food restaurant. These are the amounts in dollars spent by the 25 customers during each shift. Copy and complete this group frequency table to organize the data. Now there is again a question given. Let me reproduce it on the whiteboard first and then I'll tell you. Now dear students, the table is given in this form, landscape form. You can say it as in landscape form. Amounts in dollar, amounts in dollars and frequency. Now it is your will that you can draw the intermediate tally mark, but if you are very confident about yourself, you can direct write the frequency 0 to, now a grouped data is given 9.99, 10 to 19.99, 10 to 19.99, 20 to 20.99, 30 to 39.99, 40 to 49.99, 50 to 59.99, 60 to 60.99. Now these groups are already formed by your book. Okay, I have not formed these groups, and he has taken about $10 each. About $10 each. Now what we have to find is in the copy and complete this group frequency table to organize the data. Now question number part A was this, that I have copied and completed. The question number is 2. Okay. Now what is the question number? Part number B is in it. Is how many people spend less than $20? But before we answer question number B, we have to complete this, because in A he has also written that copy and complete. No, it is not complete that yet. Now from 0 to 9.9, from 0 to 9.9, just count them. Just count them from 0 to, there is no there is only one. Okay, cross this, two, cross this, two, 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 three, four, five. There are five people over here. Okay, five. Let me check it again. Oh, there is one more. Six, six, seven. In fact, there are seven. It is the frequency seven over here. Now 10 to 19. 10 to 19. Number one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, and nine. There are nine people. 20 to 29. One, two, three, four, five. 30 to 39. 0.99. Yes, this will come also. This everything. 2. 40 to 40.99. 1. Only 1. 50 to 50.99. 1. 1. 60 to 60.99. 0. Okay. Now the table has been completed. So this was not given. I erased it. How many people spend less than $20? Now B part is how many people spend then less than $20. Less than $20. Less than $20. Now you see that we have to find cumulative frequency in this case also, CF. Because I told you in my first question number 1 that you can find cumulative frequency at any instant. Now he has asked us how many people spent less than $20. So it is very easy. 7, 16, 21, 23, 24, and 25. Now there are 25 observations. There must be 25 observations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, these are 25 observations. Okay. Now you see that we have to find less than $20. Now less than $20 are here in the second. Now it is the answer will be 16. Part C. Part C says how many people spend more than $50? More than $50. How many people spend more than $50 is only one. C. There is only only one person who spend more than $50. And which one is that? 55. This person spent more than $50. Is done. D. What is the most common amount that people spend during the penny shift? D. Let me read it once again. What is the most common amount? What is the most common amount? Yes, this is the most common amount because the maximum people spend this amount. This amount. So it is 10 to 10 $19.99. So my dear students, I hope you would have understood these questions and the type of the question and how it had to be carried out. There is only one question left, and I hope that you will do it by yourself. So it's time to say you goodbye. Meeting you soon in the next lecture. Allah Hafiz.